Let me tell you about the most dangerous trap in personal finance. It's not being broke. It's not debt. It's something that feels like winning. It's the good salary. Here's the trap. You get the decent job, the one your parents wanted for you. You earn a solid, respectable income, more than enough on paper, and yet, somehow, at the end of every month, there's nothing left. You're not poor, but you're not free either. You're running on a treadmill that just happens to have a nicer view. That's the middle-class trap, and it's not an accident. The way the whole system is built almost guarantees it. So today, I'm going to show you the 6 invisible bars of the cage, why a good salary can quietly keep you poor, and exactly how people climb out. Number 4 is the one that keeps millionaires living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, millionaires. Let's get into it. Bar number 1. You're trading time for money, and time doesn't scale. Think about how a salary actually works. You sell your hours, 40 a week, give or take, and in return you get a fixed number. Here's the problem hiding in that deal. There are only so many hours. You can't work 80 a week forever. You can't clone yourself. So your income has a hard ceiling built right into it, the number of hours you're physically able to sell. The wealthy figured out something simple but profound. They stopped selling time. They own things that make money whether they're awake or asleep. A business, shares of companies, assets. You, on a pure salary, the moment you stop working, the money stops. That's not wealth. That's a very comfortable hamster wheel. And step 1 of getting out is realizing you're on it. Bar number 2, every raise you get quietly disappears. We've touched on this before, but it is the engine of the whole trap, so let's go deeper. You get a raise. Feels amazing. And almost immediately your life adjusts. A slightly nicer apartment, a newer car, better restaurants. Upgrades that felt like luxuries last year become your new normal this year. Economists have a name for this. Lifestyle creep. Your spending rises to swallow your income no matter how high that income climbs. And here's the cruel part. It's invisible while it's happening. Nobody wakes up and decides to sabotage themselves. Each upgrade feels earned, deserved, reasonable. It's only years later you look up and realize you're earning double what you used to and saving exactly the same amount. Which is to say, nothing. The raise didn't make you richer. It just made your cage more comfortable. Bar number 3. The system taxes your kind of money the hardest. Now stay with me, because this one's the quiet giant. Not all income is treated the same. When you earn a salary, taxes typically come out before the money even hits your account. Automatically. You never see it. It's the most efficient collection system ever designed, because you can't spend, hide, or delay money you never touched. Now compare that to how wealth often works. Money made from owning things, from investments, from assets, is frequently taxed differently, and in many systems more gently than money earned from working. On top of that, business owners can often deduct expenses before they're taxed at all. I'm keeping this general because tax rules differ everywhere and I'm not giving you tax advice. But the principle holds almost universally. The system is tuned to tax the employee efficiently and to give the owner more room. Same dollar, different rules. Guess which side the salary earner is on. Bar number 4. This is the one I promised. High earners are often the most trapped of all. You'd think a big salary means freedom. Often it's the opposite. Here's what happens. Someone starts earning serious money, a doctor, a lawyer, a senior manager, and the lifestyle that comes with that identity is expensive. The house in the right neighborhood, the car that says, "I made it," the private schools, the vacations that match the peer group. Their expenses grow to match their status, and status is a bottomless pit. So now you've got someone earning a fortune, who is just as trapped as someone earning a fraction of it, sometimes more. Because their monthly obligations are enormous. They can't stop working. If the income paused for even a few months, the whole structure would crack. This is why you hear about people earning huge numbers who still describe themselves as living paycheck to paycheck. It sounds absurd. It's completely real. A bigger cage is still a cage. And the bars are made of their own lifestyle. Bar number 5. Nobody ever taught you the rules of the game. Think about it. You spent years in school. You learned a lot of things, some useful, some you've never touched since. But did anyone teach you how compound interest works? How to invest? How debt actually functions? How the tax system treats different kinds of income? For most people, no, not one class. That's not a small gap. That's the entire operating manual for money left blank. And here's the thing. That gap doesn't stay empty. It gets filled by advertising, by social media, by the guy selling you a dream, by whatever your broke uncle believes. You end up running your entire financial life on secondhand myths and marketing. The people who escape the trap aren't smarter. They just at some point sat down and actually learned the rules. Which, hey, is exactly what you're doing right now, so you're already ahead. Bar number 6. And this last one is the strongest bar of all. It's the fear of losing what little comfort you've got. Here's the psychology of it. A good salary is comfortable enough to protect, but not big enough to set you free. And that's the most dangerous spot to be in. Because it makes you cautious. You've got just enough to lose that risk feels terrifying. Starting the side business? Too risky. Investing? What if it drops? Asking for the raise, changing careers, betting on yourself. What if it all goes wrong? So you clutch the comfortable thing, and you stay exactly where you are. The system almost prefers you a little bit comfortable. Comfortable people don't rock the boat. They show up, they spend, they stay in the cage because the cage has a soft cushion in it. Breaking out requires accepting a hard truth. A little short-term discomfort now is the price of long-term freedom. The people who got out were willing to be uncomfortable for a while. That's it, that's the whole secret, and it's the hardest one. Okay, so those are the 6 bars. Now, how do people actually climb out? Let's make this practical. First, widen the gap. Not by earning more and spending more, that's the trap. By earning more and holding your lifestyle still. Every raise, every bonus, bank the majority of it before it becomes your new normal. The gap between what you earn and what you spend, that gap is the only raw material wealth is ever built from. Second, turn that gap into assets. Don't let it sit in cash losing value. Convert it into things that earn on their own. Index funds, investments, ownership. Move yourself, dollar by dollar, from the sell your time side of the table to the own things side. Third, fill the education gap on purpose. You're doing it right now. Keep going. Every hour you spend learning how money actually works pays you back for the rest of your life. And fourth, get comfortable being a little uncomfortable. The escape lives on the other side of the exact risks the trap trained you to avoid. So let's be clear about what the middle-class trap really is. It's not a conspiracy in a dark room. Nobody's twirling a mustache. It's just a system with a certain gravity to it. One that quietly rewards you for staying put, spending what you earn, and never asking too many questions. A good salary isn't the enemy. It's a fantastic tool. But a salary alone was never designed to make you free. It was designed to make you comfortable enough to keep going. What you do with the gap, that's what actually sets you free. You just learned the 6 bars most people never even see. That alone puts you ahead of the crowd. Now you can start filing through them. If this opened your eyes a little, subscribe. Every week we break down how money actually works, the stuff nobody taught you. And that video on your screen? It's the 7 money rules that start widening your gap today. Go watch it next. See you in the next one.